All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're going to literally crack open a thousand-year-old cosmic blueprint. We're diving deep into the profound mysteries of the Lingbao Jing to see how ancient Chinese philosophy linked the infinite universe directly to your very own breath. Now, this isn't just some dusty old ancient text. No, it's a highly structured, almost mathematical mapping of reality itself. We're going to visualize exactly how these ancient thinkers conceptualized the literal mechanics of the cosmos, taking their massive observations and translating them into the beautifully structured sequence we have today. Just listen to this profound opening line for a second. The Great Way is high without a top, low without a bottom, origin without beginning, end without end. Wow. I mean, the text immediately sets this incredibly awe-inspiring tone, right? It hooks us directly into the sheer, unfathomable scale of the cosmos we're about to explore. Because before we can look at the actual mechanics of it all, we really have to recognize the absolute vastness of the canvas we're working with here.
So, to navigate all of this, our journey today is going to take us from the infinite void all the way down into human consciousness. First, we'll look at the formless Great Way. Second, yin, yang, and creation. Third, the elements and cosmic geometry. Fourth, the engine of time. And finally, returning to the mind.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, the formless Great Way, the absolute origin before the origin.
So picture this. Before there was physics, before math, before there was even a concept of space itself, there was just a vast, incomprehensible emptiness. The Great Way, or the Tao, is entirely formless. It's nameless. The source text actually explicitly tells us that it cannot be seen or heard. Honestly, if you try to speak of it as something that has a physical body, you've already missed the point completely. It is infinite. It contains absolutely no objects and has zero boundaries, and yet it serves as the absolute root of all reality. Think of it like the ultimate mysterious blank canvas, upon which the entire universe is painted. It's kind of like the complete silence right before the very first note of a symphony.
Moving right along to Section 2, yin, yang, and creation. This is the cosmic binary code. All right, so from that formless void we just talked about, reality splits into two foundational forces. On one side, you have heaven, which is driven by yang. This is ascending energy. It's super expansive, and the ancient text beautifully describes its shape as a giant inverted bowl covering us. Then, on the exact opposite side, you have earth, driven by yin. Now, this is descending energy. It's heavy, it's solid, and it's shaped like a sturdy rock meant to carry us. You can basically think of these as two massive cosmic elevators of energy. One is constantly pulling upward, the other is constantly pulling downward. And it's exactly that tension between them that actually creates the physical boundaries of our reality. 84,000. Okay, prepare to have your mind blown just a little bit here. The ancient writers of the Lingbao Jing didn't just speak in pretty, vague metaphors. No, they actually did the math. The text explicitly calculates the distance between heaven above and earth below as exactly 84,000 ancient li, which was a traditional Chinese unit of distance. To put that into perspective, this precise mathematical measurement is the space where literally all of existence happens. It's the gap where the ascending yang and descending yin interact to actually create life.
And here is the really crucial point. This isn't just mysticism. It's an ancient attempt at literal atmospheric physics. The everyday interactions of yin and yang directly engineer the weather we experience. Check this out. When the Earth's qi, or energy, rises up into that 84,000 li gap, it forms clouds and rain. When heaven's qi descends, it forms mist and dew. But what happens when the energy gets stuck? Well, if explosive yang energy gets trapped, it strikes out violently as thunder. If cold yin energy gets trapped, it solidifies into hail. And what if yin and yang fail to match up properly and kind of cross their wires? Boom, you get the spectacular visuals of lightning and rainbows. It's this perfectly balanced mechanical system of cause and effect.
Which brings us to Section 3, elements and cosmic geometry. We're looking at the five-fold matrix of reality. So now that we have a top and a bottom and weather filling the space between, the universe immediately organizes itself into a brilliant geometric grid. This right here is the ultimate cosmic matrix. Just notice how seamlessly the Lingbao Jing categorizes every single particle of reality. The universe divides into 5 distinct directions, and each one gets its own corresponding color, natural element, and ruling entity. So the east is blue, aligned with wood and the green emperor. The south burns red with fire. The west is white, metallic and sharp. The north is black and fluid, just like water. And anchoring the whole shebang, right smack in the center, is yellow, representing Earth and the Yellow Emperor. This matrix shows us that to these ancient thinkers, the universe was definitely not just random chaos. It was a perfectly sorted, deeply interconnected grid where space, matter, and color were all literally one and the same.
And this physical architecture doesn't just stop at the abstract elements. It extends to the very treasures of our material world. When the absolute purest young energy accumulates high above in that 84,000 Li gap we talked about, it creates celestial spirits, forming the sun and the moon. Conversely, when the absolute purest yin energy accumulates deep below us, it crystallizes into physical forms, producing the most precious earthly treasures, gold and jade. Think about that for a second. The glittering gold buried in the earth is quite literally the mirrored reflection of the glowing sun up in the sky. They are the exact same energy, just flowing in opposite directions. How cool is that?
Let's transition into Section 4, the engine of time, or the breathing of the cosmic seasons. Okay, so we've built the space, we've organized the matter, now we have to set it all in motion, shifting our focus from physical space to the mechanics of time. Here, the progression of the year is treated like the ticking gears of a massive cosmic clock. Time, in this text, is simply the measurement of yin and yang chasing each other across that 84,000 Li distance over a 360-day period. At the winter solstice, the cold, dark yin is at its absolute peak. But right at that exact moment, deep within the earth, one single spark of yang is born and begins to rise. 90 days later, at the spring equinox, the energies meet perfectly in the middle, creating a warm balance. At 180 days, the summer solstice, the hot yang reaches the very top of heaven. But as soon as it peaks, a drop of yin is born and begins to fall. 270 days in, at the autumn equinox, they balance again, cooling the earth. It's literally like a giant breathing lung. Inhale, exhale, rise and fall. And that incredible precision continues when we look up at the night sky. The Lingbao Jing actually decodes the astronomical math of the moon using the ancient numerical codes of 9 for yang and 6 for yin. So the moon's phases aren't random at all. They are this highly synchronized dance. At the new moon, a soul of light is born in the darkness, and it advances exactly 70 ancient Li per day. By the upper quarter, the light has half filled the moon. At the full moon, the yang light has entirely filled the yin position, advancing a total of 840 Li. Then the yin begins to reclaim its territory, half filling the moon at the lower quarter. It's an incredibly structured mathematical cycle happening right above our heads every single month.
Finally, we arrive at Section 5, returning to the mind, or the universe within.
So we have this massive, mathematically complex cosmic architecture stretching tens of thousands of miles, dictating the sun, the moon, and the seasons. But you're probably wondering, what does this actually have to do with us? Well, this brings us to the ultimate takeaway of the text. It says, "With one mind, observe all things. One mind directs one chi. The mind must not be stolen by objects." You see, the ancient philosophers didn't map the universe just for the sake of astronomy. They did it to show that humans are a miniature mirror of this exact same cosmic engine. You have ascending yang and descending yin inside you right now. And just as the universe requires perfect balance to function, so do you. If your mind is stolen by objects, meaning you're constantly distracted by the chaos of the material world, your internal energy falls completely out of sync. But by maintaining a clear, undisturbed mind, you actively align your internal chi with that infinite, formless great way we started with.
The Lingbao Jing leaves us with such a profound realization. The universe isn't just something happening to you, it's a massive mechanism that you are intricately and biologically connected to. Every thunderstorm, every changing season, every single phase of the moon is a direct reflection of the exact same forces flowing through your own mind and body. So I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. With the entire cosmos breathing around you in perfect mathematical rhythm, how will you quiet your mind today to finally hear it?